what's going on, guys? Spion here again, Goosebumps #1 Aussie fan, bringing another video. Now, I can't believe I get to make a video about this already, guys. They haven't even finished filming Goosebumps Haunted Halloween, and already they have announced another 4 classic Goosebumps reissues on the way, guys, due to hit stores the 31st of July. Yes! So, first up, guys, we have Bride of the Living Dummy. So, straight off the bat, we got another Goosebumps Series 2000 book being reissued, and we all knew we were going to get another Slappy-related title, but obviously didn't know which one it was going to be, either Slappy's Nightmare or Bride of the Living Dummy, and, you guessed it, Bride of the Living Dummy. Now, you can tell it is heavily inspired by the original cover. You got the cake there with, like, the skull heads on it, you got Slappy there, you got Mary Ellen, but I'm not the biggest fan of how they made Mary Ellen look on this, to be honest. She looks a bit dopey. I mean, obviously, guys, the original cover you cannot compare to, and, you know, Slappy does have his, you know, new and improved, like, movie version look, you know, for the illustrations. I didn't think they would do that for this, only considering that, you know, when they reissued, like, Night of the Living Dummy 1, 2, and 3, he still looked, you know, somewhat like the original books, you know, having the green eyes instead of, you know, the brown eyes that they have on the new ones. So, yeah, they've obviously made him look more like the movie version. You know, I thought they were only going to do that for the actual, you know, Slappy World books. But I guess they're going to just do that from now on. Any new Slappy book, he will look more like the movie version, you know. But that's okay. I mean, I do like this book cover overall. I like that it is heavily inspired by the original one. But obviously, compared to the original Series 2000 Tim Jacobus artwork, it does not compare. So, yeah, guys, that was Bride of the Living Dummy. Now, yeah, I mean, it's not better than the original cover, like I said, but it's still pretty awesome. I mean, I like the fact that it still has, like, Mary Ellen there, you know, and it has Slappy there. It's got the cake in the middle, you know, like they're having a good time, just like the original Series 2000 version. So, yeah, but either way, guys, I'm happy that we are getting another Series 2000 book reissued, and they obviously picked Bride of the Living Dummy. So, next up, guys, we have the Headless Ghost. Now, I'm going to say straight off the bat, not a fan of this one. Not at all. He's sliding down the stairs on the handrail. Like, come on, really? Not a fan of this one. Not at all. Honestly, guys, I don't really have too much to say about this. Yes, it does have, like, the staircase, so it is somewhat inspired by the original cover, but not really. Actually, you know what? Not really at all, okay? All you got there that's the same is the staircase, and you've obviously got the Headless Ghost there, but he's sliding down the stairs! Like, come on, really? I'm really not a fan of this one, but either way, we got another of the original 62 books reissued. I can't say too much about that one, guys. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of it, okay? I'm really not a big fan of the Headless Ghost, but to some of you were telling me you love this new version of it, but honestly, I'm going to stick with Tim Jacobus on this one. That's still the best, okay? Next up, we have Attack of the Jackolanterns. Now, I gotta say, I actually do like this one. Not as much as the original. Tim Jacobus's version of this is so much better. But I like how you've got, you know, all the pumpkin heads lined out on the fence, and then you have just the one Jack-o'-lantern just sort of walking on through there. Okay? And it's like he's camouflaged, you know? I love that. You know, because if he was just standing still, from a distance, you wouldn't be able to, like, tell that there's really, you know, a monster there, you know. You would just think it's just a bunch of jack-o'-lantern, you know, pumpkin heads lined up on top of that fence. So, I gotta admit, I really do like this one. You know, it's got a real dark, sort of eerie kind of tone to it. I like the green. I really like the green colors. That is my favorite, but yeah, I still prefer Tim Jacobus's artwork. I mean, like any other Goosebumps, you know, book they've reissued, guys, Tim Jacobus's art is still the best, okay? Not saying the new ones aren't great, you know, they're still good, but, you know, they just don't have that feel to the original. You know, I feel like, you know, if they just re-released the original covers and kids saw those, they'd go, wow, these are awesome, you know? And I've seen a lot of kids, you know, going to book fairs and, you know, bookstores, you know, trying to find the original covers because they prefer them, you know? But obviously, you got to fit in with this day and age, you know, they're constantly changing things, you know, and at the end of the day, it is kind of cool, you know, you have a whole new, it's like collecting it all over again, you know, with a whole new look. That's basically what it is. You know, the fun part is collecting them again. But last up, guys, we have, now, I'm just going to point this out. This is my absolute favorite one. Okay, of all the Goosebump books that have been reissued, this is my absolute favorite, by far! far! The Haunted Mask 2. That's right, guys. It has happened. It was heavily speculated. Considering the sequel is called Goosebumps Haunted Halloween, everyone thought, well, you know, they got to do the Haunted Mask 2, which they have, and it looks fantastic. Of all the classic Goosebumps books they have reissued, this is my absolute favorite one. What's the first thing you guys think of when you look at this? Because the first thing I think of is how eerie it looks. Look at the background, it's so dark and just creepy, eerie. Like, that is what I love about this book cover. Okay, this is my favorite one by far. It's heavily inspired by the original Tim Jacobus artwork, but it's not as good. But I still like it. I still like it. And, yeah, so you've got Steve there wearing the old man mask, of course. You know, got his little trick-or-treat bag. I love it, guys. I really, really do. This is my absolute favorite of all the classic Goosebumps books that have been reissued. This is my favorite one by far. Okay, I like things that are eerie and creepy, and this book cover definitely gives me those feels. So yeah, guys, that is my favorite one by far. So those are the 4 books that are coming out, guys. Alright, the 31st of July is when they are released. But it's kind of interesting, they're only doing 4.
Only 4!
When they did the first movie, they reissued like 10 of them. But they're only doing 4 for this one. I'm hoping it's just early days, okay? And we will get some new ones announced maybe over the next few weeks. I'm expecting to get at least 10. I mean, I would take 5, because I could imagine a box set with like 5 books in it. But 4? It's kind of strange. You know, it makes me think, is there even going to be a box set for these ones, considering there is only 4? But either way, guys, time will tell, alright? It's still very early days. They haven't even finished filming yet. It's a miracle we even got some new classic Goosebumps books reissued, like, announced already. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Very exciting stuff coming up for the future in Goosebumps. We'll see you again soon.